What's going on, boys? My name is Sid, and recently, Mr. Beast did a car-based video. He did $1 to $100 million car challenge, or like versus, or something like that. Does this smoke make a gold sound as well? Does it? It does make a sparkling sound. Well, this is the DeLorean that was in one of the versions of his thumbnail, as well as it's featured in like a quick animation. He teases that it might be the $100 million car, but it's not. It's instead just a generic, it's like a generic animation that he uses to tease the $100 million car. But that's this thing right here, and I already customized it. The gold looks a lot nicer outside than it does in the customization menu, I will say. It's a monstrous car, though. Like, I'm gonna change this as soon as I get the chance. Like, this is terrible looking. And thank God I don't have to stay in it for that long. We've got a couple other cars that we're gonna use, though. A couple others that are in the game, including a race that is recreated from the video. But the DeLorean we made earlier, so let's go back to that. But this was me making the gold DeLorean, which, yeah, technically isn't even in the video. He uses it as the, like, really clickable looking thing. There we go. He's been doing that a lot recently. The gold, it seems to be his go-to thing for making any car. Also, why can't we livery? Why have random cars got random things changed? You can't livery this thing, and you can't change the color on the Lamborghini boat for some reason either. I don't get it, but I guess let's stock this thing out. Was it a stock DeLorean, chat? It wasn't, right? It was like a hovering, floating DeLorean, actually. So I guess let's make it as gold as we can. Can we make this gold as well? We can. Oh, chat, this is disgusting so far. Oh, this is gross. Oh, no, I'm so sorry, video viewers. This is disgusting. Look, it's not my fault. Mr. Beast makes me do Mr. Beast made me do it, okay? He made me do it. There we go. Vanity items. We do have some gold vanity tires. Oh, no. That's not the best gold either. I'm gonna kill my eyes. Damn. And there's some gold tires. I think I have gold underglow, but I don't. Oh, sorry, smoke. I don't know if I want to go with a gold smoke, though. That's terrible. Oh, there it is, actually. Ah, I'm changing this thing straight away. Oh, yeah. It's almost looped back around and maybe looks cool. No, never mind. No, never mind. No, I take that back. Can I fine tune? Is that gonna fix anything? Doesn't look like it will. If I fully max out the brightness, is that gonna do anything? How's maxing out the brightness made it darker? Oh, God. Okay, thank God I only have to drive this thing for the intro, because he doesn't actually use this thing. So let's go over to that. So here's the rest of the video. And first and foremost, starting right at number 1, the $1 car is a Beetle, I want to say, chat. Am I blind? Or that's like a really derelict Beetle, right? That's what that is, right? I swear it is. It might be something else, but to me, it looks like a Beetle. So let's go into the game. And here's the Beetle. We used to have it with the taxi livery in the Crew 1. Sorry, in the Crew 2. Let's head over to stock this thing out first and foremost. I wish there was a button to stock cars out. Let's do that. Let's do this. I mean, I might, you know what? I'll cut this out. Let me just show you properly making it. So this is the $1 car. Has anyone made a Rusty Beetle livery? Oh, that's lovely. Love that movie. Grew up with that movie. But has anyone made a Rusty Beetle yet? That's what I want to know. No one's made a Rusty Beetle, but there's an exclusive livery that will do the trick. And I would be able to find it if they let us use filters. Why can't we use filters anymore? Ah, the livery creator is a downright downgrade. All right, there we go. There's our Rusty Beetle. There's a Crew home brand livery that matches the Rusty Beetle perfectly. It's like a really grim, that kind of, I'd say even darker. Let's darken it there. There we go. It's the tone shifted. It's a really weird color to get. It's a really, really weird color to get. But there we go. And I'm hearing it might not be a Beetle, but this is the closest we're gonna get. Oh, it's also got white wall tires on it. Oh, but the white wall tires are broken right now. Nice one. But thankfully, I have some backups which are the white walls with the bit of red on them. Put on the dust storm smoke just to give it that vibe. Put on sparks for the NOS. There's our derelict VW Beetle. And here she is in practice. The dust storm smoke looks pretty good there. And, oh, it's perfect. Oh, that's great. And now, oh, this thing is really cool, actually. But there's one thing they did with this car, which now we need to do. And that was drive it off of a cliff. So we'll drive it off of the volcano. There we go. She's staying steady. I'm trying to steer. Why am I trying to steer? Okay, stop. And then they go from that thing to the Model Y, which we obviously don't have. But they follow this thing through a fair bit.
I can actually fit all my kids.
Do you have kids?
Yeah, all of them. Let's take it.
There we go. They drive this thing for a little bit. They kind of shill it, but they show off the self-driving of it, which is kind of cool. Chad is saying use the Urus. I could just turn a Urus white, right? But look, I just want to use ones that I can actually do, right? Oh, we do have EVs, but we don't have Tesla yet, unfortunately, which does kind of suck. And that was the... Let me see. That was like the 100k car, but the 200k car is a red Hurricane. No customization needed for this one because mine was already bone stock, but we do have it in a beautiful red. Look at that. And it's a nice car as well. Oh, that looks so gorgeous, boys. Are you crazy? I set the event to a custom version as well. We've got it set to daytime in a custom because if you finish a thing, I explain it later, don't worry. This looks nice. They drive the Hurricane. They're like, oh, well, you know, it's less practical. Would I rather a Hurricane or a Model Y? A Hurricane. But for 200k as well, honestly, I forget Lamborghinis are so cheap. Like, the Lanzador is adjusted for inflation, the cheapest Lamborghini ever made. But even before then, the Gallardo was like $100 grand Lamborghini at most. I always thought Lamborghini were like $1 million cars growing up, but no, the curtain's been pulled. It turns out they're pretty damn cheap. They give them away. And for 200k, this thing handles quite nice. It's also an iconic car for the crew too, as it was the first ever best car. It handles really nicely in this game. Terrible time to say that. And I love being able to switch these events to custom modes and be able to drive vehicles in any event I want. Any vehicle in any event. Any spec in any event. Lovely way of doing it. You know what? It's pretty nice. A bit of a dilemma though. Chat, if you were offered a Model Y from that video and a Hurricane, but you can never own another car, it has to be the only car you ever own, which would you rather own? The Tesla XUV or the Hurricane? Stipulation being you can never own another car. Hurricane, 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 Lambo, Hurricane. One guy said the Tesla. Well, you know what, chat? What I will say, all in all, fair, the Hurricane's the better car. But have fun paying the insurance. With the stipulation being you can't sell it either as well. So, but from this, we move on to some cars that, again, aren't in the Crew Motorfest. That's because it's a beefy military grade, like, this thing would be cool to have as like a custom car, but it's like a military grade, insane, blast resistant, which it survives at 300k. If you're the type of guy who needs to have a blast resistance, bulletproof, all of that, if you're a guy who needs that kind of a car, Mr. Beast has showed the car for you, but we can't do that one. But next on the list was a $500,000 car. It's a Hummer, which you can see we have made. But it's not any Hummer. It's a Hummer that can go into the ocean. Here we go. See, chat with Mr. Beast. We are. See, his one floats. Our one doesn't. He then goes from the $500,000 Hummer that goes into the ocean to a $600,000 car that turns into a plane. And thanks to the fast fave system, see, it's just like the one in Mr. Beast. Look at that. See, immersion. And then we can switch back. Oh, that's not the car. Well, to be fair, neither of my cars look like the car because his car looked a bit more like this. It's a proper prototype experimental thing. I'm baffled they even let you legally fly this thing. But they fly this car akin to us flying a car in, well, flying a plane in Motorfest. And they go from this car, blow it up apparently, and go to $1 million cars. But there's not just $1 million cars, like Mr. Beast says.
There are a lot of $1 million cars out there.
So to get my money's worth as well out of these $1 million cars, I recruited some friends of mine. Okay, but before we go into that for a quick minute, because, well, I need this thing ready first. You can see I had this thing raced before, and that's not exactly the way Mr. Beast had his one. He had a pretty cool livery on his one. I'm looking forward to show the boys. So let's hop into customizing this thing. First of all, we need to stock this thing out because it was just a bone stock Ford GT. Also, I didn't know this thing was a $1 mil car. What do you mean a $1 million car? Are you insane? I hope the interior is not red. Okay, there we go. Oh, so when I saw this video and when I saw this car in this video, I got Crewtas. You'll remember him from the recreating Gran Turismo cars video you didn't watch. He designed the Gran Turismo liveries. But this time around, he has fully designed, well, you'll see, that and that. And you know what? I won't even let you see the livery. One thing first, though. Why can't we use filters anymore? That's so dumb. Why aren't we able to use filters? Let me use filters. What? Let me use filters. What are you talking about? I'll just, you know what? Now we've got this thing the right color. Why don't you guys just go into the section where I show the boys? Here we go. Now to show the boys the livery. But first and foremost, there was a couple cars in this $1 million section. There was also like a Shelby. There was an SVJ, which we don't actually have yet, but we will be getting the SVJ. I did a video on that, don't even worry about it. So there will be an SVJ. But the other cars that we actually do have currently in the game was... You guys have disappeared. Let's wait for the service to fix. Oh, wait, they're back. The other two cars, welcome Vintage and Josh to the video, were the Ferrari, not that one, but it was close enough.
Wait, what?
And the McLaren 720S, or the 765 LT, it was one or the other.
675 outer.
Oh.
Yes.
Let me wait till it
The
comes
invisible
back.
675 outer.
And boys, what do you think of the livery here?
I mean,
I like it.
I think
I think it's pretty cool.
It's banging, it's
I
banging.
think it turned out pretty banging. Obviously, check this livery out. You can't filter, but you can hunt it down in the latest cross-platform liveries as well, so it'll be there for you. I think it turned out really nice. It's got some of the livery-isms in the center bit there, just because of how the designer is made. Apparently, it's terrible, by the way. Ivory Tower, fix livery creator, will give it a full overhaul, please. But these are the three cars from that $1 million section, which is this section of the video. And I thought, because we've got the two boys here, let's race these things like they were in that video.
Oh, we got into a race.
I'll see
Yeah.
which one of these races looks banger, because they put it on a track. They had it on like an oval track. Ubisoft docking sits pay for roasting the livery edit. Look, I hate a lot about this game. There is a lot I despise about this video game. By the way, I've been giving this tip to anyone watching any video. If you don't know how to set custom races, you just have to finish a playlist, and then once you've finished it, every single event in that playlist, you can now go into here, set a specific vehicle. It can be any road spec. And set even a custom time, as well as make it clean driving, where you get more money for that. But let's go midday clear. There we are. And boys, time for the $1 million race.
I'm ready.
This is going to be intense.
I can't wait.
I'm ready. I'm ready and raring to go.
I expect some big things from you boys. Oh, what levels are your cars actually?
I have no idea.
900.
900. Mine's lower than that, and I'll firm it.
Okay, alright.
Josh, what level's yours?
I'm assuming maxed out. I've got no idea.
Okay, this is...
Whatever I put it to yesterday.
This feels like it's going to be Josh biased here, so... Here we go.
I am in the 675. It is quite bad.
We're up against some... Actually, some cars that look way more than $1 million to me, but I wouldn't know. I doubt... I don't know what the market value of a Seat is. Oh, we've got tire wear! Oh, no!
Excuse me, coming through.
Alright, I see how it is. Oh, he's losing.
Don't mind me.
That's the being at 900. That's what that is. Oh, Jesus. I'm at like 820. No. Oh, coming through.
Sorry about that one, Josh.
Okay.
Sorry.
Oh, what
Sorry,
is
boys.
this? Not in the pro
Let me just
racing series.
squeeze through real quick. Don't mind me. That guy's name's Quesadilla.
That's what
What?
I call him. Quesadilla. We got LaCroix in front of us.
LaCroix.
No, not the sparkling water beverage.
Wait, is that what it
That's
is?
what that is. Yeah.
Is that the green one?
I wouldn't know. They got a bunch of flavors. It's mostly in
Oh,
America.
what's the sparkling water in the green bottle?
Highland Spring?
Maybe.
What?
What are we talking about? Sparkling
The green glass bottle. You know what I'm on about. The one you get in the Indian restaurants. When you ask for a sparkling, they
I
give you
don't
the
know.
green bottle.
A Sprite? I don't know.
No.
A Sprunk?
A
Go on,
sprung.
go pit, go pit, go on, go pit.
I'm not pitting, I'm not pitting, I'm not pitting.
You'll regret
I'm
that.
not even gonna pit.
Oh no!
I've got it to the tire wall.
Yep. Oh, LaCroix's gone. Josh has gone wide as well.
I didn't hit the wall, but I went far off it.
Boys, these are $1 million cars and we're sliding into walls with them. Oh no.
I'm not even gonna tire wear up the whole entire time.
Alright, well I think I'm gonna have to also firm that then because this is no way I'm
Oh,
losing
this
that
thing
much
is
time.
awful.
Unless,
Nah, I can feel the tires going
yeah.
now.
Unless we outplay him, boys. Unless we
You ain't outplaying me.
pit and then use that pit to gain that
I'm
much
pitting.
speed.
This is unbearable.
Well, Josh will be pitting.
I'm not gonna pit.
Oh, he's not gonna pit. Chat, do we pit?
Oh,
Chat?
this is horrid. This is horrid.
I
man. I
can't
might
even
not make
do
it.
anything. I'm just going sideways in a straight line.
Chat, do we pit? We're in first, chat. Do we pit? They're short laps. Okay, Josh is the only one pitting.
I'm so far behind, it's not going to make a difference over last.
Chad, that was attempted murder!
I've got no tires.
The 4GT holds up really nicely, honestly. I'm on flashing tire grip as well. This thing is holding up nice. You've caught up to me, to be fair. That thing's got straight line speed.
It's not got handling though. It is struggling on that.
I don't know what Josh is driving that thing is that far behind.
675 LT is just bad.
Clearly.
Because your thing's stock, I think it's like better because this has got more power,
I don't have
right?
enough power to actually,
Yeah,
When
to like proper spin out. Like this thing is hard to control right
I'm
now.
going full throttle on these turns, and the trick with the low grip is to coast, is to feather the throttle. But I'm just full throttle. Boys, we have actually been benefited, and you know what, chat? It's the Feastables.
Oh!
Oh, that's a beautiful shot, boys. There you go. Not sponsored, chat, unless Feastables wants to hit me up for this livery over here, boys. Crewtash, I'll cut you a check. There we go, boys.
Hitting works for me there.
I mean,
No, it didn't work for me.
It seemed like you gained, but it seems like Vintage definitely should have bid.
I should have fared 100%.
You probably could have caught up to me, to be fair. I reckon you could have managed that.
I took the
If I
risk
didn't
and I
have a mare
failed.
and go into every single wall known to mankind, that probably would have been alright, but...
Oh, you came second in the end. You overtook Vintage.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I mean. It worked really well.
Was he sliding out that much?
Well, I beat him by like 2 seconds, didn't I? Like, I flew past him in the last quarter.
I kept sliding out everywhere. Like you couldn't even like click the accelerator without like wheel spinning.
You know what? That was actually pretty fun. I think doing that in the actual race cars with like a group of people That actually felt pretty fun, to be fair.
That was some good fun.
The $1 million cars, boys. I mean, there was also a Shelby GT 500, like the old school one. That definitely wouldn't have been able to keep up with these things, so...
Oh, do you want that Easter egg?
Oh, okay.
I was using the Porsche engine the entire time.
What, the Porsche, the flat six?
Yeah.
Wait, listen, let me hear it. Oh, all right.
Yeah, a little Porsche action.
But chat, from $1 million cars up to... I'm not even going to with this thing. This thing is disgusting. None of the concept cars in the game look like it. It's never gonna make it to market. It is... But now we gotta make our way back over to the racetrack and back into a hypercar. Specifically, this car, it's... Wait, we can't change the color? The Crew, what are you doing to me? We can't even add a livery? Like, look at it. It is literally the 1:1. It's almost exactly the 1:1, but we can't change the color of the 1:1. Why? Well, let's stock out this Agera, I guess. I mean, rice out this Agera? Would that be closer? I guess that would be closer. There we go. That is this thing, not uncustomized, but fully customized, because it's the closest we got. And I'd say that's turned out pretty good. That's the closest we're gonna get to a Vader. And we've taken it onto the racetrack. Because Mr. Beast found this thing quick, so putting maxed out parts on it, how quick can we find this thing? Obviously, it's not the same one, but this thing is worth so much money that only, like, the specific, the owner, I guess? Was it the owner, or was it just a driver? Only he is insurance-wise allowed to drive this car. No one else is. And if I was in this car, oh god, oh god, oh god, I would have crashed it, clearly, is what would have happened. We go. What can we max out at? Oh, nothing on this road. But we're going back down to the pit road, so we should be able to max out there. This thing doesn't handle amazing. Here we go. Let's try and max it out. Let's see just how fast this thing goes. 300 kilometers an hour. 400 kilometers an hour. Almost 500 kilometers an hour before we hit that wall there. Oh, wait, we can go this way. Can we cut through here? Yes, we can. Speed. 400. 400. Speed. 478 miles an hour. What a crash. How much was this thing worth? Well, the Vader is a $10 million car, so I guess it's a good thing we're not in the Vader and we're in just the Agera instead. Next on the list, you can see, I mean, if you're a car man, you'll know just by the center steering that this thing is the McLaren F1. The car owned by Jay Leno. The car you should definitely not let Rowan Atkinson drive. This thing is $20 million, but it just slowly gained that price. It wasn't that originally. It just climbed and climbed and climbed and is now a $20 million car. His was in black, but with encrusted diamonds, which unfortunately we don't have encrusted diamonds. But what we do have is an absolute beauty of a vehicle. Okay. Oh, damn it. Which he took for a leisurely drive, actually. Let's not speed. Let's take it for that leisurely drive he took it for, you know? Here we go. Boys, would you ever want to own a McLaren F1 of all cars? It's a 3-seater. Everyone sits very cozy right next to you. And you sit in the middle, staring like you're in an F1 car. Look at this. Listen to it as well. Oh, this thing is nice. I'm not gonna lie, the black color on the car, the lighting, the sun glare, the cruising. Oh, this makes me feel some type of way. Look at us in the center there. In the center of the car. And it is the final of the Mr. Beast cars that we can create. This thing is the last one. Then the next ones are so expensive, not even the Crew Motorfest has them, you know? They're cars that are out of very, very big budgets is what those are. So the next two cars were a Ferrari of some kind, and what is this one? I have no idea, honestly. But these two things, they got Donut Media Info and Bo Bachman. There we go. Those two drive these two cars. One of them breaks down in the end. But these two things are pretty cool. They're very, 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 very expensive. 50 million and 30 million, which is insane. Let's listen to it.
This is the only version of this Ferrari ever
Yeah.
made in human history.
And Mr. Beast is sat in it. I wonder if that Ferrari knew. I wonder if whoever designed this Ferrari knew one day
The car works.
Jimmy Beast will sit in this car. But then there is the DeLorean, as you can see, with the Mr. Beast livery on the side. Disgusting. But that's not the $100 million car. Instead, it is this Ferrari right here. In fact, it's so expensive that he was only allowed to drive it on this bridge with that guy driving, and the whole bridge cleaned, potholes filled, everyone shut down, all of it shut down. That's the only way he was able to drive this vehicle. Is insane. And on that note, that is all the cars in the Mr. Beast $1 to $100 million video. Those were all the cars we could recreate, all of the ones that we gave our best attempts in the Crew Motorfest. Of course, check the game out. If you haven't already, head down there, subscribe. We'll see you boys in the next one. Thank you to popular members, a special thank you to famous members, and an insane thank you to star members Grim Pepper, Danimal the Manimal, and Extreme Speed, and an insane top of the top thank you to Icon members Extreme Speed and HK Binjuma. That's about it from me, boys. What a monstrosity I've created in a